Hey guys, today I'll be explaining coterminal angles. Coterminal angles refer to angles that would end up being in the same position, same quadrant, and like same position as another angle. Meaning, if we were to have an angle of, say for example, 30, um, and the 30-degree angle will be about here. But then we want to find the coterminal angle, then you could have an angle of 390, which would go around and it'll come back here like that. So that's what we call a coterminal angle. So an angle that basically is basically the same thing as another smaller angle or bigger angle. And when it comes to finding a coterminal angle, usually you have to find a positive one and a negative one. So say for example we have an angle measure of 60. Usually the basic rule is to add 360 and subtract 360. So if we were to add 360, you get 420. And if we were to subtract 360, you get negative 300. Both would be the same because you notice if you go around, you would come to 60. And if you go this way, you come back to 60. So same thing. However, and the same thing applies to radians as well. The rule would be plus 2 pi and minus 2 pi. So if we were to have a value of pi over 2 is approximately 45 degrees. So it would kind of look like this. This is actually a 30-degree angle. It's not really drawn to scale, but assume this is a 45-degree angle. If you were to add 2 pi to this, so plus 2 pi over 1, and then if I were to keep this there, multiply this by 2, so 4 pi over 2. So pi over 2 plus 4 pi over 2. I would get 5 pi over 2. So that would be one of my coterminal angles. Now I'll do the same thing. Pi over 2 minus 4 pi over 2. And you'd get negative 3 pi over 2. So those would be two of your values. However, sometimes you're going to have a value like 630, okay? Since you're supposed to have a positive and negative, you can easily add 360 and get 990. But if you subtract 630 minus 360, you only get about 270. So what you have to do is you have to multiply twice. So you get 270, and then you multiply again, and then you end up getting negative 90. So then here, your values would be 990, negative 90. So overall, that's it for this video. And if you want to recap, basically how it works is a coterminal angle is an angle that's in the same position as another angle. And usually you're supposed to find a positive and a negative coterminal angle for an angle. So usually the main rule is to add 360, subtract 360, or add 2 pi and subtract 2 pi. But sometimes you have a situation where if you subtract 360 and it's still a positive number, you have to subtract 360 twice to get the negative value. I hope you guys liked the video. Please subscribe. Please subscribe and give the video a like if you understood it, thought it was good, and thought it was nice. And I hope to see you guys next time.